What's up, everybody? This is Jason from Straight Edge. And I say, hey, man, sorry it's been a minute since I put a video out. Been kind of busy with life, work, things going on. But you know what? I'm out here today. It's 104 or 5 degrees out here right now. I'm sweating my ass off, but I'm doing it for you. So you're welcome. And my wife ain't going to appreciate the swamp balls, but that's okay. She'll deal with it. I'll take a shower. Anyway, I digress. Let's get on to this video, right? Hey, today's going to be a little bit of a different video. It's going to be kind of a fun one. And you know what? As the title of the video says, can this $9 knife survive, right? Well, obviously, this right here isn't a $9 knife. This is the Tops Knives Operator 7, as you can see there. Nice, beautiful piece of USA made American work. Love this blade. It's just a big old beefy 1075. Woo! Kick some ass blade, right? But that's not what we're reviewing today. That is out here for kind of a comparison, I guess. Today, we are actually going to be reviewing this brand new Elk Ridge knife that I picked up at Big 5 Sporting Goods. Right here, brand new in the box, still sealed up. The regular MSRP on this thing is $32.99, but today I was able to pick it up for $9.75. So I literally paid $9.75 for this knife. That is normally $32. So the question is can this $9 knife hold up to the same testing that I put the Operator 7 and lots of other higher dollar knives through? I don't go crazy. I don't go ham wild, and I'm not a destructive type of guy. These are just going to be the same tests that I put this Operator 7 through. We're going to put this through, and we're going to see how it holds up. But let's get a look at this thing. So I got to cut the tape here, and because like I said, this thing's brand new. Just went to the store and bought it. And if you guys, I don't know, not even sure Big 5 is everywhere in the U.S. I never really paid that much attention, but they always have these daily deals, and a lot of times they'll have like these knives that go on sale for like really cheap, And are they great high dollar knives? No, but hey, maybe it might surprise us. It might actually hold up decently well. We'll see. So it's just a box, empty box, right? Comes got cellophane. We'll toss that off to the side. We don't need that. Thing's really light. I can tell you that much right now just from picking this thing up. It's got wrapped up in some plastic here. Set that off to the side. Dropping more trash. So it's got, first off, it's got a very, very cheap nylon sheath. Okay, so this thing is not going to be the most sturdy sheath in the world, but let's get this thing out. It's got a snap retention right here, and looks like it's kind of an open back design. So it's got another snap right here, so you can open it up to get this thing out. But let's take this bad boy out. It's all wrapped up. It's got some plastic here on this. Just go ahead and pull this off. Let's throw that stuff down there. So first off, I can tell you guys, this is a very, very cheap plastic handle. This handle is just straight up plastic. It's not even I don't even think it's a fiberglass reinforced. It feels like a plastic nylon handle. I'm almost I'm almost wondering if this is a stick tang knife, guys. So let's pop this little tip guard off here. So this is a kukri-ish style blade. It's got a recurve, a little bit bigger than the Operator 7, but it's I don't even want to say it's similar style, but look how much thinner this knife is compared to the Operator 7. Now, granted, it's $9, so I'm not saying it's gonna compare. I kind of just thought the blade shape was a little more belly kukri-ish style on this Elk Ridge, but I just brought the Operator 7 out as kind of a size comparison, if you will. We'll set that off to the side. But this is 440 stainless, made out of China. Let's check this edge right here. It's not too bad. Not too bad of an edge. It's there. Let's see if it'll shave the hair off my hand right here. Well, yeah, I don't know if you can see that hair right there. Yeah, it took some hair off, so it's got a decent edge. But I mean, really, we're going to see if this thing will even hold up. But this handle, I can tell you right now, it sucks ass. It feels like a really cheap plastic. I'm not sure how well it's going to hold up. There is a bolt or nut up here, a hex head or a Torx looking bit on both sides. right here. I believe that's holding the blade in. I don't, there's like a fake one here in the handle, if you can see that in the middle, that it's like an indentation of a screw, but I don't think there's a screw there. And then you got some sort of a glass breaker pommel. When we get over here to the testing, we're going to test that out, but I'm questioning, seriously questioning whether or not this is going to stay together. So we're going to see, guys. So stay tuned. We're going to move over to the testing site. And here, another quick look. It's got a standard belt loop, really kind of cheap nylon sheath. It ain't really nothing to write home about. There's not even any type of plastic reinforcement in here to protect it from cutting through. But you know, like I said, it's $9. But hey, let's get over to the testing area. Let's see what happens. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, we're over here at the testing area. Let's get into it. Let's see if this $32 regular price knife can hold up to some just kind of basic testing. Nothing. I have yet to have any knife really fail at any of these tests that I've done, because most of the knives I do are nice quality knives. But we're going to see if this 440 stainless, I don't even know if this is 440C. This says 440 on there, but let's toss that sheath off to the side and give a couple little whacks in here. See, oh man, this handle's kind of got me nervous. I'm not going to lie, but do some tip test right here. Got that in there pretty deep. That's what she said. Oh, there it is, guys. All right. Just a couple little stabs right there. The tip's still there. Didn't take the tip off or bend it, or looking to see if it's going to bend, because this is a pretty thin stock knife. You can see that, you know. Matter of fact, I can actually flex this with my hands pretty easy. So let's get into it. Let's jump right into the stab test. Okay, I kind of stabbed it into the log, but let's see what kind of penetration we can get here with the old catalog here. You know, you guys watch my channel at all, you guys know this is my kind of stabbing test. All right, so got about at least 3/4 of the way through. The tip is right here. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Let's do that again. Give it a little more oomph. I'm kind of scared the handle's gonna come off on me, guys. I'm serious. Like, all right, there we go. The tip's right there. So it kind of pretty much went all the way through the catalog on that one. Let's do a little corner chop test here. Let's see. Got the corner of the book here. Let's see what kind of. All right, not bad. Took that corner off, made a nice mess in the grass. Let's check this edge. All right, still there. Not bad, still there, still sharp. I don't see any glinting or rolling, so that's good. Got the sunlight right here. Yeah, still no glinting or anything, so hey, pretty cool. Let's get into our rope test. Here we got our nylon rope, right? Stuff's a pain in the ass to cut, but come in here. Cut through it, pretty good, not a problem. Let's do it again. All right, cut through it nice. Let's see, we get a little chop here. We got 3 strands here. Let's chop it in half. There we go. Actually drove that one kind of in there, so cut that in half. Made a little bit of a mess. Good old nylon rope. This is like a 1/4 inch Sisu rope right here. Let's see what kind of cut we can get on this. This stuff is a little rougher on an edge. Cut through. Had to drag it through a little bit, but not a problem. Cut it. Suspected it would. Let's get a little chop. Oh yeah. Sunk it in there deep. So when I hit and it's stuck in there, I can feel this blade and handle move. Like it's seriously, we're gonna, even if we don't break this thing, or if it doesn't come apart of me, we're gonna take it apart real quick and we're gonna show what's inside of here so you guys can see what you're kind of working with. But it's, you know, when you get it in there, you feels a little iffy. You know what I mean? I'm kind of a little nervous about that. But let's keep going. We got the cotton rope here. This is I think it's like 3/4 inch thick piece of kind of cotton rope. Shouldn't be too hard to cut through. Yeah, cut through easily. Set that off to the side. Do our little chop. Yep, chopped right through, no problem. And every time I'm chopping through this rope, it is sticking into the log. So checking that edge, it's still holding up pretty good. It's still really sharp. Like I said, I don't see any glinting or rolling. And I'm definitely getting some of that black coating coming off, you know, but that's to be expected. That happens with a lot of knives. It's not a big deal. Oh, well, we got the kind of fake 550 cord here. This stuff is kind of cheap. I got it at like the dollar store. So it's like super easy to cut through, but you know, it's just something, another medium to cut, if you will. So cut through this stuff, no problem. Ooh, if I can grab onto it here. Yeah, cuts through, no problem. So for, you know, kind of cutting rope and stuff like that, not too big of a deal. This is that big old thicker sissy rope. This stuff is really rough on an edge, but we're going to give it a nice little chop here. See, we chop a little corner piece off. Yep, chopped it off nice and clean. Not a problem. Cool. The edge is still holding up. I'm curious if this thing's still holding straight, though. Yeah, still looking straight. Not too bad. So, up next, we got the air compressor hose here. We got air compressor hose, 3,000 PSI rated hose. Stuff's pretty tough to cut. Let's give it a little chop here. See if we can chop a piece off. Yep. Went flying that way. Let's see if we can do a little saw cut through here. There we go. Cut a piece off. See there? Not a. So the edge is actually decently sharp. You know what I mean? Like I said, it shaved the hair off my arm. So, although doing this push cut right here did seem a little bit difficult. It could have been just because the hose was kind of collapsing on itself there. But I was able to cut it in half. You can see here. All right, next up we got the fire hose. This I don't know if it's not carbon fiber reinforced, but this stuff is super tough. It's really, really difficult to cut because it's made to go through car wreckage and fires and stuff like that. And it's 2 layers of canvas with a layer of glued rubber on the inside. If you guys see me cut this stuff up, you know it's difficult to cut. Let's see, let's cover here and see if we can cut a piece like this. Got to work at it a little bit, but it's sawing through. All right, we were able to saw through. Not too bad. Wasn't the easiest, but had other knives have a harder time, so it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's do a little stab. Let's do this piece right here. Let me try to stab right here. Stab through, not a problem. Just gotta pull this down so we can cut through. There we go. Oh, I'm caught on the choil, the finger choil area here. All right, was able to cut through. Cool. Let's do a little chop here, see what we can chop off here. Well, got some pieces off, not too bad. There we go. There you go. Able to chop some of that off too. So holding up all right so far. So here we got a piece of seasoned almond wood. Let's see what kind of like a choke up here on this handle. Get down in here, make some little fire curls. Yeah, getting in there, making some fire curls. Not too bad. As you can see there. It is a little awkward because there's this little hump right here on the back, so it kind of gets in the way. Like you put your thumb over the back and it creates like a gap. So if you want to put your thumb on the back and roll through, it's a little bit harder to do. Let's try this piece here. This is a wood dowel. It's kind of chewed up a little bit thanks to my dog. But all this stuff has been sitting out here in this 100+ degree heat for the last month or so. So all this stuff's pretty dried out. But there you go. Make some little fire curls, absolutely can. Let's say wanted to come in here and got to make a little tent stake, right? So you need to kind of chop some of this down, make a nice little spear point, if you will. Come in here, do some light chops. Not too bad. Kind of got it down right there. Let's see if we can come in here, hog some off, get it to a nice acute point. Guys, gals out there, I'm going to tell you, you know it's hot outside when it feels like someone's pissing down your leg and you haven't pissed yourself. I literally got sweat dripping down my leg like somebody pissed on my leg. It's crazy. It's like 104, 105 out here right now. I know it's kind of a gross analogy, but there you go. Come in here, make a nice little tent steak, vampire steak, if you will. If you had to stab some zombie vampires or chickens or whatever. Let's get into, oh, we got the old baton and stick. So I think this is where we're really going to see what this knife can handle. Kind of your basic chopping, cutting skills, a little feather sticking, if you will. Is it able to handle it pretty good? Yeah, I think so. You know, it does a decent job. It's a little uncomfortable, I'm going to tell you that much. The handle is just trash. It really is. But I guess if you were, I don't know, I don't even want to say if like you're on a really super budget and you just needed something to go camping with. Man, I don't even think I could recommend. I mean, it does a pretty decent job. It's not bad. I almost feel like you'd be better off buying a Mora. Moras are pretty damn good for the price. But and then this finger choil is actually doing that kind of feather sticking. This thing was actually kind of digging into my finger right here. It's not the most comfortable. So I think where we're going to see whether or not this sucker can hold up is going to be on some chop testing right here. So let's get this here. So here's a piece of 4x4. Let's see what kind of chopping we can get on here. We're going to use the big old belly part of this sucker. And let's see. Let's just do like 30 hits right here and see what we can do. Well, that's sunk in pretty deep. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right. So 30 hits right there. Not too bad, not too shabby. I think the big question is how's this edge holding up? And is this thing still straight? It is still straight. Looked like maybe for a second there's a little bit of a kick in it, but I think it's actually the grind on it. Because it does have like a swedge up here, and the swedge grind might be a little uneven, but it held up pretty good. The actual edge is still good. I don't see any glinting. Just the, is that a chip or dirt? No, there's one super small looking little chip. I think it might just be dirt. No, I think it's just dirt. I mean, edge is still there, not a problem. It's still sharp. It still feels pretty darn sharp. Let's see if we can take some hair off my hand. Yeah, it took a few little hairs off. It wasn't like shave your butt, you know, sharp, but this handle, it's still on there. Awesome. Let's stand this puppy up and do some, well, is this too big to baton? Maybe? Nah, who cares? Let's see. There we go. Still straight. Hey guys, this thing might hold up a lot better than we thought. Now, granted, the handle is trash, but, you know. Handle's still holding on. This edge. Feels a little bit dull right here. Not too bad. Still there, though. Shit. It's actually not too bad, guys. Kind of surprised. I'm surprised this didn't pick up a bend in that, honestly. I thought for sure it was going to. This bad boy might be surprising me more than I thought. I don't know if I'd necessarily call it a bad boy. It's super light. Guys, this is some seasoned almond wood. A little bit harder, so let's give this a shot. That piece went flying off. That didn't work out too well. That seasoned almond wood is pretty tough stuff, guys. Where'd that other piece go? Oh, there it is. And this is going through it pretty good. Kind of surprised, guys. Really am. Let's see, try to make some more fire curls here. There you go. Actually, I'm thoroughly surprised this tip is still there. And this edge is as pretty good as it is. This actually still feels pretty nice and tight. So we're going to go ahead and go one more time here with some chopping. And we did some batoning, did some feather sticking. So let's see here. Broke that in half. All right, everybody. Sorry about that, man. It's so hot out here. My camera got hot and actually shut off on me. This actually kind of got stuck a little bit in this piece of wood right here. I don't know if that caught on the camera before it shut off. I took it out, got it out, not a problem. While I was waiting for the camera to cool down, I'm looking at the edge, and I picked up a bend or a warp right here in the edge of the blade. And I don't know if you guys can be able to see that or be able to tell. But yeah, right here, there's a little bit of a little wonky little curve right there. Didn't break, but it bent right there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to test out this little skull crusher attitude adjuster pummel with this little handle that's just not very comfortable. Again, I can't reiterate how sucky this handle is, but we're going to come in here and strike this a couple of times to see what happens. Well, put a decent little dent there in this piece of concrete. Didn't break. Handle still feels solid, still feels, it's on there pretty good. So, hey, not bad. Got a few good hits in there on that. But this edge though, man, you stick it in something and it gets stuck and you got to wiggle it out, you're going to pick up a bend for sure, like I did. Yeah, it's got a nice little boop, kick off to the side here, but tell you what though, you can sink this pretty damn good into there. This log, it's got a pretty good edge to it. I'm going to tell you, I'm thoroughly surprised. It's still holding up pretty damn good. Not bad. Is this going to be a heavy duty, hard use knife? I would say no. The way I picked up that bin, just chopping that wood, if you got out in the woods and were really trying to do some heavy chopping, you had to chop up some firewood or something like that with this, I think you're going to run into a problem. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and try something here. So here's a piece of, like I said, you get some hardwood, right? So here's a piece of seasoned almond wood, decently thick. We're not going to baton it, but we're just going to chop it a little bit here. We're going to see how this edge holds up to this hardwood, right? It's stuck in there. Whoa, that was close. Eeh. Oh yeah. So just that kind of chopping. I was trying really hard not to twist it, but just that chopping, I don't know if you guys can see, it's all wavy. That whole edge is, all this right through here, this section is just kind of, looks like a snake. It's like all, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, it's all wavy. So definitely hard chopping. I would not go out and try to depend on this to be a hard use knife. Oh, now, hey everybody. I didn't realize my thing started recording. Anyway, so I had to move over here. I had to let my camera cool down again. It got overheated. It's stupid hot out here. I'm gonna have to start doing these videos early in the morning. So here it is, guys. The Elk Ridge. I don't know. They don't even know they have a model name for this. For $9, can I say, yeah, go ahead and buy this? No, not really. Like, between the handle and this edge taking the warps that it did, this thing is not going to hold up. It's just going to, the more you use it, the worse this is going to get, and eventually this edge is going to snap off. I just feel like that's what it's going to do if it's just warping with that hitting that I'm doing now. Granted, it's not a thick knife, but I have knives that are about the same thickness that I've batoned and really beat on, and edges didn't take a warp like that. So I don't know how much of a heat treat's on this thing. I don't even want to say it's just something to play around with, because I feel like if you just got out there and started even throwing this thing, it's going to get jacked up and bend. What I suggested for, I just don't suggest it, guys. It's just, I paid $9 for it to try this out to see if it was worth it. And I'm going to tell you guys, don't waste your $9. Okay. If you pay $32 for this, I'm sorry. I can't believe they're actually selling this for $32. I have folding knives that cost $32 that I would trust probably more than this. Granted, it did all the tests. It did. It cut the rope fine. The edge actually seems like it's held up decently, except for this crazy wave that happened. And because of that, I really worry that it's just going to chip off and break the more you keep using it. So did it hold together down here? It did, which I was thoroughly surprised. I thought for sure I was going to be able to unscrew that, and I didn't. So there's good and bad to it, but at the end of the day, would I recommend it? No. Just save your money and buy a Mora for $19. You'll be way more happier, I would say. Moras are pretty damn good. So does this look cool? Hell yeah, it does. It looks pretty slick. But this handle's trash, and this heat treat's, I don't know, questionable with all this S-shaped. I don't know if we can see that on here. You guys can kind of see that S-shape, kind of wavy going. So anyway, guys, will the $9 knife survive? Yeah, kinda, sorta. Did it chip or break? No. Did I try to break it? No. So can I break it? Yeah, I could. I could probably stick this in that stump and do a tip test, and I would bend this thing probably right in half. But that's not my get down, guys. You know me, I'm not the type of guy to do that. Yeah, we're gonna do it. $9, why not? Let's come over here real quick. Get down here. All right, guys, so we're gonna stick it in here. We're gonna do a tip test. Oh, I'm kind of scared, guys. I ain't gonna lie. There we go. There's your tip test. Took a bend, no problem. Didn't break. I'll give it that. I was actually kind of scared it was going to break, but it bent. Dude, this is really thin still, so I kind of expected that. Let's see if we can straighten it out here real quick. Kind of straightened it out. Anyway, guys, these knives for like $9. Meh. Whatever. Anyway, next time I find one on sale, though, I'm going to do this again because I think we will find one that might be worth the money. But only time will tell. Thanks for watching, guys. I know it's been kind of a weird video. Stay safe, stay sharp, and we'll see you next time. What's up, guys? Just a quick up. Hold on. I got to pick my camera up here. I'm a little bit too low here. There we go. Just a quick update. Just for giggles, I went over to my little throwing thing and go, let me try giving this a throw. Man, as soon as this thing hit that board, that handle snapped right off. It is not even close. This is how much tang is in this knife, guys. This is all plastic and for show. That thing's probably, I don't know if it's screwed in there or epoxied, the little hammer pommel, but look at that is literally all the handle that is in this thing. So yeah, even if you did really start beating on this, like coming in and doing some really hard chopping, harder than what I was doing, I would say it would only been a matter of time before this thing snapped off on you. So right there, do not buy the $9 Elk Ridge knife at Big 5, okay? It's just not going to be a safe knife for you. I don't believe so at all. So there it is, guys. Just a quick update. Again, thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay sharp, and we will see you next time.